Hello there, Carpologists. I'm Joe.
And I'm Luke.
And today you join us on the banks of Avalon Fishery for a quick overnighter.
And obviously being a quick overnighter, you do still want a bit of comfort, which is why we've taken over the whole bank with 4 Euro style shelters.
Indeed, and we will be focusing on one shelter in particular on each video, but just to give you an idea of what we've got with us. Luke is slotted under the Extreme TX2 man bivvy, which I'll be sleeping in tonight, and the wrap, which will be going on in a second. And we've got the Extreme TX2 base camp behind me.
A little bit further down, we've got the Extreme TX2 dome and the XXL dome as well. But for this video, we're going to be focusing on the Extreme TX2 dome. Okay, so this has been designed with the long session angler in mind, and the angler that wants that a little bit more protection. Now, the dome part of the name comes from the inner capsule that actually comes with it. You don't have to use this, but if obviously you're buying a system like this, you're probably buying it for that reason. We'll have a look more at that in a bit, but for now we'll have a look at all the outside features. So the front panel, as you'd expect, has got loads of different options. Either side of the door, you've got 2 quite large windows, and each of these windows you can use either with the mosquito mesh, the clear panel, or over that side you've got the green panel, so you can use whatever you want depending on your weather conditions. The door itself has got loads of options too. So at the moment, as you can see, I've got the door completely rolled back, and this exposes the inner dome where I've got the mosquito mesh completely zipped up. However, the door has loads of different options. You can have it completely zipped down, which will stop any rain, wind, or any conditions that you don't want coming into your bivvy, keep it all outside. You can have a mosquito mesh, which is actually half of the front door, so then that way you can still see out, but basically because of this massive peak, no rain is going to get through the mosquito mesh, and that's why it cuts off halfway, with the bottom half being the green panel. You can, like I say, have it completely zipped, so you've got the full green panel as well, or you can actually completely remove the door. Now, the frame has been designed with 4 main ribs, a strong peak at the front, and then tension bars that run from front to back. Now, the idea of having these ribs is obviously with the tension bars, it fans out nicely, it's nice and easy to set up, but obviously it offers loads of stability as well. These 4 ribs actually come down to 2 points, so it's a case of spreading out these 2 points, pegging them in place, and then like I say, everything fans from that, and then you can increase the tension with the bars that run through the middle. Now, the material itself contains a 5,000mm hydrostatic head. This, coupled up with the tape seams inside, means that you're not going to get any leaks, no water's going to come in, it's going to keep you nice and dry. Now, as you can see throughout the bivvy, there are vents all the way around, on the sides, on the back, on the front, so it's going to give you loads of ventilation. Obviously, it's been designed for trips abroad, so majority of the time, if you're going on a holiday, it's going to be nice and hot. Having the ventilation just helps you keep nice and cool, even when it is scorching. Okay, so now we're inside the dome, you can see just how much room there actually is. Obviously, I've got a full-size bed chair, and it's literally just taken up 1/3 of the space. Not cutting off the doorway at all, so if you wanted to use this with a mate abroad, loads of room for a bed chair that side as well, and then you've got loads of room through the middle. You're not going to be cramped at all, you've got loads of space. Now, being the dome, as you can probably see, there is an internal dome, and for any of you that have been camping and used a normal tent, this acts very similar to what the dome would do in a normal tent, having separate compartments. Simply clips in place all the way around the bivvy itself with little toggles, nice and easy to fit, and it gives you loads of extra protection. Now, obviously, the bivvy itself comes with a ground sheet, and this all velcros in place. However, the dome, being a complete inner capsule, is one complete unit. So this gives you a second ground sheet as well, gives you extra protection, gives you a thicker ground sheet, and then less cold is going to come through as well. On top of the extra protection from the ground sheet, obviously you've got a complete other layer as well of protection, so no bugs are going to get in, no vermin, anything like that is going to keep them all out. So like I say, there is loads of room inside here. I can stand up in it, I can barely touch either side. Now, I might not be the tallest, however, my glamorous assistant with very curly hair and a nice little beard can still stand up in it as well, and he's way over 6 foot. So, way over.
6'1".
He's like a mountain. So if there's room for Joe to stand up in it, there's room for most people. A couple of other nice little features whilst we are actually inside. So either side of the dome, there are a couple of pockets. Now, these are really handy for storage. If you want to put your valuables in there, then it's right next to your bed as well, making it nice and easy if you want to just chuck them in there overnight. Another nice little thing is just above me, there's a little hook. Now, this is ideal right in the middle of the bivvy if you want to put a little bivvy light or lantern hanging off it. So it's going to illuminate the whole bivvy from a central point. And there you go, that is the JRC Extreme TX2 dome. Now, you can pick these up, they have a retail price of $549.99. If you think this is a little bit small for what you need, if you are going abroad with a friend and you want a bit more room, then they do a double XL dome as well, which I have recently reviewed. The video should be up around the same sort of time. And with the double XL dome, you can actually get a wrap as well. But for more information, obviously check out the JRC website. And for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.